Oh, hey, oh, sorry.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
We're doing an inspection, ma'am. Can we come in? We're doing an inspection.
Why are you in my apartment?
We're doing an inspection, ma'am.
Do you have, wait,
Oh
is that my God?
We didn't think anyone was home.
That's even worse. I am naked in my house, in my own privacy, and you came and opened the door?
We understand that. We apologize.
I'm calling the police. Do you have...
You know, it's so crazy. I've always had that thought in the back of my head. What if someone else uses a key to where I'm renting at? It's never happened before, but then in this situation it has. And there was 27,000 comments under this one. We're not going to read all of them, of course, but some of the top ones, one person said, continuing to talk to them naked was a power move. Another person said, landlord here, 24 hours notice, unless an actual emergency, sue immediately. Another person said, wow, this reminds me of the Maya Marcano case, and the maintenance guy entered her apartment without permission. Truly unbelievable and unacceptable. That's insane. Have you ever heard of a situation like this? Have you ever been in a situation like this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's continue.
We bought our first home on February 10th, and on February 11th, it started flooding from over 20 spots. Every single penny we had went into this house. We thought we were giving our baby...
Okay. I hope she's out of the situation. First and foremost, prayers up to her and her family and her kid. All right, because she got a little one right there. But every penny went into this house? Even if it wasn't flooding, every penny? Again, people trying to afford the thing by thinking they can afford the thing by actually only being able to afford the payments. And in this situation, every penny. You weren't even able to afford that. And that's not me picking at her. I don't know if she's a single mother or not, but I'm like, bro, that's just not wise. Every penny.
A safe home, but we were scammed. And now there's mold. It's spreading. He's only 5 months old, and we have to get him out. We have no savings left. We have nowhere to go.
Hopefully they start a GoFundMe. But there's lessons to be learned in here. Buying something and going completely broke from it is not wise, no matter what item it is. No matter what item, whether it's a house, whether it's a car, all right, whether it's a piece of jewelry, whether it's a newest iPhone. It's not wise to do these things because anything can happen and you're stuck. You have no money, which means you don't have leverage to help pay for anything, even though you were done wrong. Where are you going to stay? You have no money.
Need to move. Now I'm begging TikTok for help. Not for donations, but just to watch, share, and help us go viral so I can start making money on here to get my family out.
Okay. I'm asking for money if I was in this situation and if I was her. Well, there's no way I'm looking for TikTok right now. She needs the money today. She needed the money yesterday. She needed the money before she even purchased it because she said she used every penny. She needs resources. Maybe someone who allows her to live in their place that they own, that nobody's living in, right? They'll allow that to happen. Or allow her to have an abundance of food or something, like to help her and her kid. You know what I'm saying? But more money, you know, she's asking for more money, but at the end of the day, again, it's not how much you have or how much you make. It's about what you do with what you make. She needs resources out of everything. And of course, the comment section is supportive, which is awesome. But y'all, bad money habits at the end of the day. Terrible money habits. It's sad that she got scammed, but why get something where you have to spend every penny? At what cost?
Please hurry! She just attacked me! Please hurry!
You said she has a weapon?
Yeah, she has a weapon in her hand right now. My brother's a police officer.
It's a flashlight.
She's brandishing a weapon at me. She's brandishing a weapon at me. 1280 North Citrus, unit number...
Okay, what the hell is going on right now?
56.
This is a flashlight.
I would like an officer here or a sergeant so I can better explain to them, show them the cameras,
I'm sorry, I'm very heated because this upsets me very much. I just went through a DV situation last year and I put someone in jail for a long time and there's a 3-year restraining order. So this does make me very upset.
So you should probably remove yourself from the situation then.
So at this point, I already put in my 2 weeks.
All right.
So, you know,
Who needs to know all of this?
I'm gonna go ahead and see this through with the residents, but this is how she's acting. There's someone here with a weapon, and she's threatening me. She has a gun as well. I need you guys to get out here because there's been an ongoing DV situation with this, and I'm just trying to help the residents get a restraining order. Please hurry! She just attacked me!
Okay. So apparently, property manager entered in an apartment at night without permission or with any notification. Someone said, property management here, we do not get involved in domestic violence within residents. That's why they have to call the cops. I would love to know the story here. And there's multiple parts to this story. We're not going to cover the whole thing because that's not the reason why we're here. But false 911 calls should be a felony. Yeah, this is just one of the things that can happen if you do rent at the end of the day. I don't think it happens to most people. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you know someone that has had this happen to them? And what actually happened?
I'm about to show you one of the most terrifying photographs you've ever. So if you're easily frightened, do not watch this. A friend of mine lives in Chicago, and she and her husband thought that they had a family of raccoons living in their attic because they kept hearing all of these sounds upstairs above their bedroom. So they continued calling their landlord, kept reporting it, kept saying, hey, we've got an infestation of rodents or raccoons or something in our attic, and you guys need to come and get it taken care of. The landlord kept putting them off and kept saying, you know, we're really busy. We can't get there. So the sounds would come and go. Sometimes it would be quiet up there. Sometimes it would be really loud. One day my friend is home alone. Her husband's out of town. And the sounds are particularly bad, worse than they've ever been before. And she's sitting there and she's like, what is going on? Like, what could there must be a million raccoons up in my attic. And so she decides to pull the access stairs down from the ceiling, and she's too frightened to go all the way up into the attic because the light that's up there is a cord light and it's a little ways. So she doesn't want to go into the attic, thinking it might be unsafe. So she just crawls up 4 or 5 stairs and just sticks her arm up into the attic and just snaps a photograph. She pulls her phone down to see what's actually living there. Warning. This is what is on her phone screen.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bit funny right now. It's funny. This is funny as hell. But if it was me in that situation, yeah, man. No.
Staring back at her. He was 7 feet away from her when she took this picture. And mind you, she was home alone. So, yeah. She called the police. She reported it.
That's tough.
The police came, they found him. They also found a bunch of, you can't really see it, but right here, there's like a pile of her husband's clothes. He had been going into their house while they were out and taking things, personal effects, articles of clothing, toiletry items. So he had been there for a while. I'd pass away. I'm about to show you one of the most terrifying photographs you've ever. So if you're easy.
Okay. Didn't know what to expect there, but that's a crazy situation where someone is living in another person's home that's renting it out. Now, I'm not sure if the owner actually knew the person was staying there, but I guess the phrase is called frogging. 147,000 people liked that comment. Someone commented underneath that and said, I think the layout of the type of houses in the US make it so easy. In Mexico, most people don't have attics or basements or crawl spaces, and that makes me sleep better at night. Is there someone who can inspect these parts of the house before you get one? I'm just curious. I'm just asking for a friend, you know, a friend who might get a house you know, when it's time. But man, there has to be somebody who you can employ real quick and hire contract work. Someone said crying in New York City, where our basements are massive and usually have multiple entry points. Someone said, why does he look terrified? Yo, because you're disturbing his home. You're living in his home. Like, I'm just being funny. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Apparently, the phrase is called frogging. Do you know anyone who has had a home, rented a home, or owned a home where somebody else was living in it? And what did they do? What happened? Look at that.
7 feet away from her.
Hell nah. Hell nah, man. That is some weird stuff right there. That's some weird stuff. Anyways, I digress. Subscribe if you like the content. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's get it.